What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Commander versus Series, Season 24, Episode 6. Justin Parnell, Stephen Green, John Suarez, who's not in first place, and Jeremy Knoll, who is.
Okay. After this week, I will be. Don't worry.
I'm not
What
worried.
What are we going back to? Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, John?
I don't know if you could see what I'm playing, but my card this week is pretty powerful.
It's true.
Yeah.
Banned in some format, some might say.
Some could say that.
Mhm.
Well, but I don't want to bury the lead. I know you want to transition to what we're playing, but I want to talk about points because that's how we start every episode. Look, I'm still in last. I've been unfairly harassed,
Still not in last?
targeted,
That.
and hurt, mostly emotionally, some physically, and that's fine. You know, I got 3 points from last week. I got 2, and then 1 from getting first blood. Steven has 1 more than me. I have 11. Steven has 12. He got 1 point from last week. Not very much, but still third place, Steven. But John was in the lead and somehow relinquished it to Jeremy after he gets 2 wins in a row.
It's just it has to do with my knowledge of D&D, just being slightly better.
Clearly has a little bit more knowledge than John.
Yeah,
does.
I mean, it does seem to be the case.
Yeah, that's it.
John with 15 and Jeremy with 16. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Jeremy. We're back in my realm now.
I
I
know.
just want you to know, Justin, it's my life goal to be exactly 1 point better than you.
Well, so far so good.
Life goal.
So far, so you know what? Aim low and you reach all your goals, Steven. So I appreciate that. That's a good way to go about it. But yes, as John alluded to, we are playing Planeswalkers as commanders, and some of you have already asked in the last 3 minutes that we've been talking. They're not allowed to do that, and I want to remind you. Here we are. We can do whatever we want. So we're playing Planeswalkers as commanders, and none of them say the word you may play this Planeswalker as your commander. We're simply adding it or not adding it, whatever you want to tell yourself to make yourself feel better. And we're going to play all of these cards as our commanders. Want to make sure Steven's okay over there.
He's good.
Not okay, but it'll be okay.
So all of us are playing Planeswalkers, some new. They're all mostly new, but just ones that we wanted to play with, ones that struck our fancy. Some more powerful than others. Meaning that one of us is clearly in a different league than the other one. I will say that because they decided not to play black, so they're obviously worse than the rest of them.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
We've on the back foot already. Sorry.
Personally, I wanted to play Ren and 7 to one up John, but I can't yet.
Yeah. Wait, but I thought you would be one better than me
in points, but I just wanted to one up John. So
Okay.
he came with Ren and 6, and then I came with Ren and 7.
I got it out of the way now, so the next time we do this, Steven doesn't get to one up me when I do.
Yeah, that's true. He'll just play Ren and 7. I got it.
I understand. So we are playing Planeswalkers as commanders. This is something that we've done for a long time, well before it was something you were allowed to do. It's gonna probably continue. We're gonna keep doing it. So for new viewers, enjoy Rule 0. Ask your friends, hey, is it okay if I play this random Planeswalker as my commander? Most of the time, they're going to say sure, as long as we're all having fun.
That's how I
for John.
That's how I met a friend of some of us, Charles, first time.
Yeah, because Charles was playing Gideon and Allies Zendikar.
And said, hey, would you mind if I played this as my commander? Sure, go ahead.
I have a commander deck with Nicol Bolas Dragon God as my commander, and if someone doesn't want me to play that, I have something else to play. So anyway, without further ado, let's check out everyone's Planeswalker-led commander decks this week. So this week for Planeswalkers as commanders, I'm playing Gaedrone Dahada, and the theme of my deck is the Plan of Corruption, because Dahada puts corruption counters on creatures and Planeswalkers. And I know that all of my opponents are also playing Planeswalkers as their commanders, and I would like to corrupt each and every one of them. So, to help Gaedrone complete her plan of corruption, I've enlisted a dozen or so other Planeswalkers in the Grixis colors to my aid, which is great because everyone loves Planeswalkers. That's why we're doing this episode, because we can do whatever we want. They're not going to be quite as corrupting as my commander, but I have no doubt that they will be able to draw enough attention away from her so she can get on her corrupting ways. Either way, I anticipate to overwhelm everybody with value because, of course, I'm playing the best 3 colors in Commander. Not green. So I'm sure everything will be totally fine.
All right, this week we're back with a theme we've done many times over the years: Planeswalkers as commanders, and not the ones that Wizard says you can play. This is any Planeswalker, except for a few that we've internally banned over the years. And I am playing Wrenn and 6. The spoiler of Wrenn and 7 got me very excited to showcase Wrenn and 6 with this episode and show everybody how truly powerful that Planeswalker was. I never got to play with it in a competitive Legacy or Modern format before it was banned, but I think I'm going to be able to showcase in this game exactly why that card should not be legal. It is a very, very, very powerful Planeswalker, and in Commander, being able to play it on turn 2 means that I'm going to have basically a little value engine almost the entirety of the game. So we'll see if the other guys' Planeswalkers can stop mine, but I think I've got a pretty good shot for this one.
All right, this week we are playing Planeswalkers, and I am playing Professor Onyx because I want to teach these guys a lesson, all right? So I'm going to be playing a bunch of spells that will just generate a lot of mana. I'm going to be playing some big mana. I'm going to be playing some big spells with that mana, or a bunch of little spells to trigger Professor Onyx's Magecraft ability multiple times. We're trying to drain and gain. We got a couple of really big spells that drain and gain. We got some flashback spells. We got some free spells. We've got some spells that copy themselves. We've got some artifacts that will allow us to copy either spells or triggers. And we've got one of the really neat things, I think, is the spells that cost 2 mana that let you draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. But if you have Professor Onyx out, it's just pay 2 mana to draw 2 cards in black. How awesome is that? So I'm hoping that we can get a little bit of incremental damage to stay alive early in the game, and then get either really big spell or a bunch of little spells in a row to drain everybody out. Let's see if we can do it.
All right, well, this week we have Planeswalkers as commanders. I know everyone's been screaming that they wanted this theme again, and I chose Dakin Shadow Slayer. I'm going to be very upfront with you. My deck doesn't do a lot. It really just spins its wheels. You may think that I'm trying to put some big artifact in play with Dakin's ability. I'm not. All I really want to do is make land drops and surveil, and then, you know, not make any waves so they don't kill me and I survive until second. I'm really just playing a very Dirtle control deck this week, and that's all I have. So if you're interested in seeing this, let's check out the game.
All right, going first again. Heyo, that was a
Right.
good one. Swamp, pass the turn.
Well, I'm going to no way around it. No.
Is it play land?
Play a planes? Well, I was gonna play a different land, and I'll play an expedition map.
Expedition map.
Yeah, I want to go on an adventure.
I'm going to play Volokut, the Molten Pinnacle.
Do you have venture cards,
Uh-oh.
Steven?
No, he's going to go on expedition.
Yeah,
It's also known as an adventure, but not like a magic adventure.
I'm going to play Field of the Dead.
Okay, Jeremy's
yeah.
also going on an adventure.
Jeremy started off on some BS.
Okay.
It's okay, Jeremy. I like that card. Maybe I'll
I will
try and match
play
you next turn.
Clearwater Pathway. Whatever. I'm going to play Baleful Strix, and I will draw a card.
Whatever, he says, to Baleful Strix, a wonderful little bird.
Maybe you're not familiar with John's Commander, Jeremy. I feel like you're going to get real familiar this game.
Are you
Yeah.
done?
I'm
But
aware of
you okay. Well, you must have higher hopes than I do.
I don't.
I will play a Glacial Fortress, and I drew quite a good card, and it's a Soul Ring.
Ooh.
And then I'll tap 3 and play Meta, God of the Voyage.
Okay, good.
And then you're up, John. For what it's worth, I didn't play a 1-drop out of my hand because John would just kill it.
Is that what you think?
Well, You
It
might kill a
depends.
Belflestrix, but you definitely would have killed mine over the Belflestrix.
That depends if John's got a fetch land or not.
It's true. What does John need a fetch land for?
I
It
don't
makes
know.
my Ren and 6. The problem is if I have a fetch land and Ren and 6, I go up to 8 cards again. So
Oh God.
Oh,
yeah.
darn.
Well, you can up to, John. You don't have to pick up the fetch.
See, the problem is now if I kill that Belflestrix,
Steven's gonna get first blood.
We'll
or he
get
can
first
kill my
blood.
Ren. He
I
can
won't
kill my
kill your
Ren.
Ren. I'm too far behind. I'll get first blood.
Yeah. But he might. He might change his mind. You might look at him wrong, John.
No, I
It could change
understand.
everything.
If he kills Belflestrix, he looked at me right.
I'm gonna play
That's looking-
Yavimaya.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
looking
the
at me
old-
right.
The old Yavimaya vault.
So we all have forests now? Even I have forests?
You do. Everyone has forests.
No one needs a
Man,
forest.
this is the savannah.
All right. I'll ping the. I'll play the Belflestrix.
Oh,
Yeah, you will.
John.
Yeah, you will. Get him, John. Get him a body
Steven,
bag.
Steven, don't be a fool.
Go ahead.
What do you mean, don't be a
Pew,
fool? I'm getting a point, man.
Pew pew pew.
Don't be a fool.
Getting the point. It's
Play
fine.
charcoal diamond. Pass the turn.
The only reason I killed the Strix is I do believe Steven will take the point over.
I definitely. You know what? I'll go one further. I'm attacking Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy. It's happening.
I'm gonna
All
play
right.
Watery Grave and pass the turn.
Okay. I am not gonna exile my Kazmina.
Are you sure?
Don't be a fool, Steven.
I'm gonna attack Jeremy for 2.
It's
I'll take
it's
that
out
first
of
one.
range
All right,
now.
John. Now we gotta prove that. Now's where you really gotta convince me.
See, you could have simply just attacked it and then attack something next turn.
But what if I have the haste next turn?
Yeah,
You
what if he
don't.
has the haste next turn?
He
So
doesn't.
what?
I'm
but
gonna
what if I
shock
do?
myself and play a Godless Shrine, and I'm gonna do this just for you, Justin. Okay, are you ready for this?
Okay.
I'm gonna Vindicate Ren and 6,
You're messed up, man.
and then I'm gonna play an Esper Sentinel.
I give you that first blood, and you're just like,
Yeah, but you would kill my Esper Sentinel, so I have to.
Okay.
You're
Well,
up, John.
The fact that you played Esper Sentinel immediately after means you didn't do it for me. You did it for you.
Yeah, he would have killed my Esper Sentinel if I put it in play though over your Belflestrix.
Yeah. He would have, but you made it clear that you did it. You did that for yourself.
I did it for
That
everybody.
is 100% true.
It
I
seems
did.
like mostly you.
All right, so
I-
can you bring up Esper Sentinel? I have to pay 1.
Yeah. Eagle
Whenever
Drift's power, which
that's
is
their
1.
first non-creature spell each turn. Draw a card unless that player plays X, where X is Esper Sentinel's very powerful power.
Yeah, non-creature though, right?
Non-creature. That's
Non-creature.
right. If you would like to cast your Ren and 6 again somehow,
I would not. I would like to play Lotus Cobra.
okay.
That's a creature.
Yes, so I don't have to pay for that one. Is what we're saying. And then I will play a Scalding Tarn and add a green.
Yep.
I will
no.
fetch with it.
Yep. All checks out so far.
I'll get a. Actually, I don't need that. I'll just get a Stomping Grounds in the form of Mountain. And add red. So now I have green, red. And then the next trick, I will. I can't believe you killed my Ren and 6. You made me upset, Steven.
Well, I just preempted you taking it down to kill my Esper Sentinel. Sorry.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, really, it is what I did.
All right, I'm going to I'm gonna play Faithless Looting with the 2. And
You gonna pay the 1, yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
He paid it.
I will pitch this. What do you? Ooh. No, I'm gonna save that one. I'll pitch these 2 for now.
Hey, what's
I'm
their
gonna
bell
pitch-
do?
What is the what?
What's
I'm
their
gonna
bell
pitch-
do? Sorry.
Surveil.
Yeah. My Planeswalker has Surveil too. If they didn't tell me what it did, so I don't know what it does.
Got it.
And you're asking us
Yeah, I'm asking you. You guys
for your planeswalker.
Yeah.
All right, I am done after that.
I just figured they would spell out the ability on the card instead of putting Surveil in there.
They wouldn't. They assumed you knew.
I only do that half the time though.
You know how I know that you should know?
I definitely know what it does, Justin. It's
Because
fine.
okay. I was going to give a very specific and recent example.
Actually, I said I know what it does. I'm actually confused on one part. I don't have to surveil it into the graveyard, right? I can leave it on top.
Yeah. You remember how last week that card from Midnight Hunt was previewed, and you told John and I it should have Surveil because everyone knew what
Should've.
Surveil did?
Yeah. Well, this card has it. Why doesn't that one?
Well, because
Okay,
that one's from Modern Horizons too.
Yeah, but a new player won't know the difference between those sets.
They won't. They don't purposely make the boxes different and prices different. What you got, Jeremy? Oh, you're muted again. He's gone. Excellent.
All right, now let's
just
talk
play
about
the
Jeremy.
I think he's passing the
muted
turn,
again.
Justin.
I think he passed the turn. Yeah, Justin. You just
He said-
you're saying.
He said, "Me, I'm done."
Yeah, me done.
That's exactly what he said. You're right.
I feel like we're on Twitch now. We're just trolling him like he's not muted the whole time. We're telling him he's muted.
Why
but
use
he
many
is
word
muted.
when a few word do trick?
Yeah. 8 together strong.
Okay.
I
No,
noticed
sorry.
you only have swamps with your Field of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
He's
That was-
got-
Oh, excuse me. You only have
Bayous.
bayous.
Yeah.
You only have bayous with your Field of the Dead. You gotta have 7 different ones, don't you?
7 different names. Yes.
Two.
Bitter
Uh,
Blossom.
You better pay that one.
Steven, is it non-land or non-creature spells?
It's non-creature
Non-creature.
spell, yeah.
Okay. I will pay the 1 to play Jet Medallion then.
Good one.
You don't have to pay again. Now you can just play one. It's just
Now
the
I
first
can
one.
now I can just play, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the turn then.
Okie dokie.
Can't believe you guys would keep paying.
Well, that's not bad. I'll play an Ancient Tomb.
It's not a red mana. What do we call that one?
Forest.
Ancient
An ancient
Tomb plus
forest?
Forest.
It's an ancient forest.
I'm gonna play a Soul Ring.
So 2 soul rings and 1
Did you
turn.
play black or green for that?
I'm gonna pay black.
You must pay 1 additional mana, or I'll
No,
draw a card.
I will not.
Hey,
Justin, what is going on?
he's building a bridge over here. Okay, is what he's doing.
I'm about to take out the foundation. I think though.
No, don't do that.
Don't burn the bridge now.
Don't burn the bridge. You just built it. You just put up a foundation.
I know, but I feel like I need to.
You don't need to do anything. Okay, I'll be real with you. Don't kill this, so I can exile it, and you can kill this. I don't care.
Kill it all.
I'm just gonna play Ugin the Ineffable. I'm gonna take 2 damage. So I'm gonna go to 38. I'm gonna exile the top card of my library, and it's a spirit.
Well,
That's
that
pretty
is
good.
not at all what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah,
You didn't pay the
I
one
know.
for that either, did you?
Well, I know it's only
Oh, it's
the
only
first.
the
It's only the
first.
first one. It's only
Only
the
the
first one.
first one, yeah.
Which is why I didn't feel as bad about this whole, ordeal.
Exile.
Yeah.
Cosmina. So I'm just going to turn it upside down here.
Yeah, it's
Gone.
it's confused in Pokemon now.
Went on a voyage.
We will sack Expedition now.
So that card's going on a voyage. Steven's going on an expedition. But yet you still haven't gone on an adventure. Curious.
Oh, that's better.
That's what he claimed he was doing.
What he was? It was what he claimed. That's true.
Sorry, I'm going to get this command tower and play it. And then we're going to cast Dakin, the Shadow
Dakin.
Player.
Now that Dakin cannot be attacking, which I don't care for.
It's true. Comes into play with 4 counters on it. And I think that I'll probably just take it up and surveil.
Seems reasonable.
Which everyone knows that does.
Yep.
Yeah, I look at the top 2 and I may put them into my graveyard. I can't change the order? I don't remember.
You can kind of change the order.
Yeah, by putting in the graveyard, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's not scry. Plus surveil. It's all right. I'm gonna I don't. I want to put the second card in the graveyard, but not the first one.
You could do that then.
Oh, I can't. That's what I was asking you. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I
Got
said
it.
you can kind of change the
Yeah.
order.
All right. I'm gonna put this chromatic lantern in the graveyard,
Yeah, you can
and
put either of them into the graveyard. Any
I
number.
will be done.
I find it hilarious you don't know what Surveil does. And it is just scry, Steven. You could just put them in your graveyard. Put them in any order you
I
want.
meant that you couldn't switch. I couldn't switch the top card with the bottom card. I have to put it in the graveyard.
No, I think you can.
You can. It's just scry.
Oh.
You just look at them, and the only difference is instead of going on the bottom of your library, it goes to your graveyard. All right.
And a Steven
I
point has
needed
never
it-
been
I
proven
needed
so
it.
swiftly.
I needed
Never.
it spelled out for me.
You sure did. All right, so Ren. I'm gonna need you to pick up some lands, but I don't have lands to get.
You got
Thank you.
one
Get
in
one.
there.
Yeah, but I don't have Ren. See, it costs 4 mana. So
Well, but you put a land in your graveyard.
I did. I did not. I sacrificed one.
You didn't
To
have
go
to do
get
that
one.
though.
I did.
You didn't.
I needed the mana from Lotus Cobra.
You didn't.
You didn't. You could have just played.
You just tapped it for a
Listen,
forest.
Yeah.
I expected to have
There was all kinds
off
of
of
things
my
you did.
turn and my Faithless Looting to draw
Yeah.
a land.
I mean, I'm just saying, had you just kept it in play and then sacrificed
Listen.
it this turn, you'd have all the mana you needed.
I've
Splash
got
that
enough.
Faithless
I've had
Looting.
enough of you.
Well,
Two.
Stacked it
All right.
for no reason.
I'll add 2. I'll add 3. I'll play Lotus Field and add a mana, so 4.
John, you're going in the wrong direction for all of your lands.
4. I'll play Ren.
We'll draw a card.
Yep.
Oh, good card. I knew what it was too.
I will pick up.
That sneaky surveil.
I'll pick up this Scalding Tarn, put it to my hand.
Okay.
And do I want Scalding Tarn? Or do I want Maya? Yeah, I'm good. All right.
You killed my
I-
Baleful Strix and you didn't
I'm
kill Esper Sentinel?
I need lands, so
Well,
you're the
so
only one who
maybe,
wasn't paying for it.
I mean,
Well,
I wouldn't.
well, maybe you just didn't pay for it. Just now didn't pay for it.
There's a difference. I couldn't pay for it.
I couldn't pay for it either.
You
Yeah, you
could. You
could've.
played Soul Ring. You most certainly could have.
Well,
You just chose not to.
Look,
Sense of the theme here with your deck, Jeremy, that there are a lot of swamps in it.
the only theme in Jeremy's deck is being silent, so you all attack me. Okay, that's why I'm in last and Jeremy's in first. But John, you know what? Maybe you want me to be last and you want to be second. I don't know.
The only person I've attacked is Jeremy.
You
haven't
attacked
attacked
me
anybody.
emotionally.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'll pay the 6 and play Professor Onyx.
I will draw a card.
Yep. So 5 minus the 1 from Jet Medallion.
Yeah.
And then I will tick up, lose 1 life. So this will go to 6. Look at the top 3 cards in my library, put one of them into my hand and the rest into my graveyard.
That kind of looks like Surveil. Not quite.
Kind of does.
Super Surveil.
I'm going to put this one into my hand, and I'm going to put Army of the Damned and Swamp into my graveyard.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
That's like
What
a
happens if you
that's like
flashback
a
Army of the
combination.
Damned?
I think it's 13 2/2s tapped, right?
Yeah, it's a 13 2/2
I need to see
black
what this
zombie creature
card is.
tokens.
Okay,
tapped.
okay. That's
How
okay.
much mana does it cost you to do that?
A lot. 9, 7, 8, 10.
I'm gonna play a pool that is reflecting.
Is it
Okay.
of becoming as well?
No,
So it's just reflecting.
it's not. I wish it was.
It's not
becoming.
even. It's not even a forest anymore either. Jeez.
It's not. It's not a forest. I wish it were a mountain.
Dare you take our forests away?
There's a lot of stuff going on, you know? I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. I guess I have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to pay the 1. I'm going to play Liliana Dreadhorde General.
She seems familiar.
Yeah, I'm going to +1 Ugin the Ineffable. Take a little look see what that is. Okay. Then I'm going to +1 Liliana. I'm going to put the best token on the battlefield, which is a 2/2 zombie token.
You know, that's the whole reason I have Field of the Dead in here, is just so that I can put Justin Parnell's into play.
Oh, that's nice, Jeremy. I was going to attack you, but with that sentiment, now I'm going to attack Ren. And
Why would you do that?
Because Justice for Baleful Strix is why.
It's fine. Good too.
I also took 2 when I tapped my Ancient Tomb.
All right, you done?
I'm done.
I agree on Justice for Baleful Strix.
Baleful Strix, look, you killed Baleful Strix and you didn't kill Esper Sentinel.
Oh, I didn't.
After not paying.
I sure didn't. There's difference. Couldn't and not are two different things.
We will.
Well, Baleful Strix can't hear you because it's dead.
No one can hear me.
I'm going to suspend a Profane Tutor.
Ooh. Really going on the Modern Horizons 2 theme here.
Oh, we're in. We're all the way in. So I have a mana floating. We're playing I can't say the word.
Armillary.
We'll play this sphere card.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
And then
You paying the one?
Classic.
Yeah, I'm not paying the one.
Unbelievable.
We will surveil again. Let's these in my graveyard. And I will attack.
I'll block.
I will attack Ren 6 for 1.
Steven, why would you do that?
But so that you can't just kill it.
I wasn't going to just kill it anyways.
Well, I know you won't now.
That's true.
Okay. You done?
Yeah.
I like that attack, Steven.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like
that. I like that attack. That was a bluff call and attack there.
Yeah. Feel free to just tick up, get another land. John, you're definitely up to some shenanigans. I don't want to hear anything out of you. I know you are.
Mono shenanigans.
Yeah. I tell you what, put those forests back in play, I might not ever attack it again.
John has never met a shenanigan he didn't like.
Yeah.
He loves them.
Well, I feel like you're going to keep coming at me stiff,
and
I'd like you to stop.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
You wouldn't, would you?
No. Why would I do that?
Never would you.
Is
I play Mox Amber.
Suspend?
Who knows? Who knows what any of your cards do, Stephen?
Is this like suspend? Well, suspend, they have haste. That's what I was like. Is this like suspend? Does it have haste?
Voyage is not the same as suspend.
On a fantastic voyage.
Yeah.
It does, in fact, not have haste when it comes to play.
What's down there at the bottom?
Bottom of where?
The bottom of John's screen.
I don't know.
I played a Mox Amber.
Okay, it was in the.
I said it was a Mox Amber, Justin.
But I couldn't see it.
All right, I'm gonna tick up. I'm gonna grab back this Yavimaya.
Did you pay the 1 for Mox Amber?
That's so stupid. Stupid card.
You don't have to. Oh, come on, John.
Well, I'm not gonna not pay. That's for sure.
He's priced into paying now.
Yeah.
I didn't pay one time. John will never forgive me.
That's exactly right.
He has to make sure to remind you as well.
It's true. I'll play the Yavimaya and add green.
You know what, John? I appreciate that.
Or add red, green. I'll play. So bad. I'll play Tectonic Reformation.
I like that. It gives all of your land cycling for a red.
It does. It does. Gives them the red cycles. Thing is, I need.
What is that green tapped for?
I had 1 red floating from playing this red and then green. Cost 2.
Oh, it cost 2. Okay, I thought it cost 1 for some reason.
No, it cost 2. Nobody else. Man, you guys all have many planeswalkers.
Many.
Not even just the ones you brought to the table. So, all right, I guess I'm done. Go ahead.
All right, we'll get our third different named land by playing Cabal Stronghold.
Nice. Almost halfway there.
I will
Almost.
lose 1 life with the top 3 cards.
That is much better than my surveil. I want you to know that.
1 in my hand.
It does seem better
But
than your
it's the
surveil.
ultimate on Professor Onyx.
-8, each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times.
What about Ugin and Liliana over there?
Ugin doesn't have an ultimate.
Yeah, Ugin just has -3 to destroy a permanent that's 1 or more colors. However, this one is a little bit better. -9. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each type and sacrifices the rest.
That's not good.
Surprisingly
Enchantment,
not bad
creature,
against
artifact,
John.
planeswalker.
Yeah. Surprisingly okay.
You double stone
would-
rain me. You rain assault.
Jeremy and Steven, however, would not like it as much.
Yeah.
No, not even remotely. That would be bad.
Not even a little bit.
Super sad face.
Don't make me feel like I need to do it, and I won't.
Liar.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
true. I won't do it unless I have to.
You're not going to do it to me anyway. I'm not going to allow it.
Not gonna allow it. You heard him.
I mean, it's
Right.
probably true. We probably won't allow it.
I'll stifle it so quickly, you don't know.
I'd believe you.
1, 2, 3.
I wouldn't dream of it, Steven.
Make sure you pay for that Esper Sentinel. Don't be letting him do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
I'm
dare
gonna go to 30. I'm gonna play Crick, Son of Yawgmoth.
Oh, okay. I didn't. All right. It's a different game now. I see.
Well,
I
Yeah.
like it, Jeremy.
It
I
just
like
got
it.
real.
it did indeed just get real.
It got real.
I am going to play. I want to
Look how
do that.
spiky Crick is.
He's
Yeah,
got the
I forgot
spikes.
to. I just.
Oh, he's
was like,
spiky, all right.
yeah, he's got all the spikes. I am going to pay 1 and then pay 2 life, and Jet Medallion produces this by 1 to play Demonic Tutor, so I'm paying for the Esper Sentinel.
We're
Liliana
each going to
triggers.
lose 2 life.
You're each going to lose
Is
2
all
life.
that's gonna happen.
I'm going to stay even, yeah.
Yep.
And then I
And you-
cast a spell, so this gets +1/+1 counter.
Make sure it's a black spell. From the looks from over here, does not.
I know
look like
it's not super great, right?
Kind of look like a
So,
gold spell to me.
Kind of looks
I'm
like you cast
confused.
a piece of Exodia or something.
Jeremy, I'm
Right.
confused. Did you pay the 2 or did you pay the black?
I paid 1 less, so it costs a black.
Correct.
I paid 1 black or I paid 2 life.
So you are floating a swamp.
He's
No,
paying
I
for my
paid for the
Esper
Esper
Sentinel.
Sentinel. This
Oh,
is the first non-creature spell.
okay.
So, and then I am going to go get a card.
What is it? Which one?
I'm looking.
Can't believe
Say
you brought up the wrong
everybody-
demonic tutor, Dan.
Everybody sacrifices all their planeswalkers.
That's clearly not the demonic tutor.
No, that would be
Dan.
super sweet though, right?
would not be sweet. It would be really bad.
You know what? Am I being real here? I'm willing to sacrifice my planeswalker right now.
I'm gonna go get that card right there.
I am not willing to sacrifice my planeswalker.
Willing to lose Ren for Justin's 2 planeswalkers. I agree. I accept.
I will be clear that I am not willing to do that. That's not a trade I'm interested in making. I would like for you to somehow get something simple.
Get something simple.
Yeah,
Okay, that's understandable.
It's a simple country. I don't
like
know.
a gray merchant. That'd get us good.
Yeah, you can cast it right now. Don't give him ideas.
You could easily cast it. Cast it for that 2 mana right there. Gain a whole bucket of life. Just a whole bucket.
Whole bucket, he says.
I'm surprised you didn't make us sack our creatures last turn, Justin. I just felt like you wanted to draw like 80 cards.
And then I will pay the 2. not paying the 2 life this time. I'm gonna play Plague Crafter.
Each person sacrifices a creature or planeswalker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will sacrifice.
That's much worse for me, Jeremy.
I'm going to sacrifice this untapped spirit and get this.
Okay. And then I cannot.
I guess I'm gonna
unfortunately-
sacrifice Ren because if I don't, just attack it.
I want to attack it. You gave me my
Well-
force back.
Somebody will.
cannot attack, unfortunately, so I will pass the turn.
That's where Sentinel has bought.
Justin, do you draw a card?
No, I put a card from
Oh,
exile into my
Liliana.
hand.
But you're Liliana.
Liliana.
Oh, from Liliana. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Wait, because it's sacrifice? Yeah, I do draw a card.
Yep, sacrifice.
Just whenever a
So you
creature
draw
you control dies, right?
4 cards. Or no, it's
No. It's one of
creature
it's
up here.
my creature. It's not yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's whenever his creature dies.
Control.
Yep. I'm passing the turn.
Okay.
Well, you have the dice over the text box, so I can't read it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Sorry, I'll do that as well, so that you can't.
Yeah,
read it.
no, don't do it. See, I put the dice on the picture instead of on the text box so that you could read what it did.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
That's
kind of you.
I'm gonna play Temple of Deceit, Scry. I will put that red card on the bottom.
I bet it was a blasphemous act.
How did you know?
Probably because he saw it.
That's all right.
No.
It's gonna play it off like I'm psychic, but I'm not. I saw it.
He's just gonna play it. He saw it. Yeah.
It was indeed a blasphemous act.
Justin, are you attacking me?
Am I attacking who? You?
Me or Dakin?
I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what I'm
Alright.
doing.
I just don't want to do this at the end of the turn. So whenever you do something, I'm gonna enlighten tutor. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, that's
Give me
fine.
that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna. I don't think
I don't
anything I
wanna-
do is gonna change during.
Yeah, I
the
don't really
change
want to
that.
waste time. I just want to hurry it
How
up.
many blow up
I'm-
is artillery sphere now? We're good.
I'm gonna play Heart of Kieran.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then I am. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Keurig because I got a healthy fear and respect of that card.
He says exile it.
It's destroy target
Oh,
permanent
it's
target.
just destroy. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Target
Dakin
permanent?
exiles.
Yeah,
Target
permanent.
Permanent, huh?
I got a ghostly prison, by the way.
Own a plus. I'm gonna get another zombie. This one cannot attack. And I am going to attack Dakin for 2 and Liliana for 2.
That
Excuse
is,
me,
Professor
Professor
Onyx.
Onyx.
Professor Onyx.
Yes.
She has
I-
10.
Yes,
Respect her.
I apologize. That is entirely my fault. And I will pass the turn after that.
I'll draw this here, ghostly prison.
Steven, what's that Cosmina over there doing? What does it do?
Every time I play a land, it gets a voyage counter, and
Beginning your upkeep, I think you can put it back in your hand. If
you may
draw cards equal to the voyage counters on it.
It says landfall. If Cosmina is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return it to the battlefield with X one counters on it.
Oh, that's
You draw X cards, where X is the number of voyage counters. So I have to put a land into play and not put a counter on it, and then it will come back.
the other side's the bird, right? Or is that the other? I'm thinking the other blue
We
dual
haven't
face
played the others.
from
It's a
Caldwell.
vehicle.
Allround.
Allrind, yes.
Yes,
The
that is
Omen
what you're
people.
thinking.
Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from. Ooh. Oh, if you cast it that side, doesn't matter.
Fun fact, I've never read all of the words on that card.
Yeah, I still haven't. It's been
I'll
on the
put a
screen for like
ghostly
30
prison
seconds. I
into
still haven't read it
play.
all.
I'm gonna.
Is that a ghostly prison?
Yep.
This.
What are you trying to do over there?
I'm gonna
Check.
preordain.
That
Actually-
that profane command is that one, right? Yeah, okay. Or profane tutor.
You know, preordain, not postordain. Okay. That's your
And
choice.
then I will surveil. Well, what I want to do here. I want that. I don't want it that way. I want it this way. All right.
All right. All right.
And my
all right.
deck doesn't do anything, so I'll be done. And you're up.
You look like you're doing some stuff.
Justin, you said that that Liliana is 9, right?
9.
All right. I'm just gonna beast within it at the end of my turn.
Okay, good. Whew. I was really worried about that one.
Well, I can't attack it, and you can't attack it.
I'm going to play negate.
Oh,
8.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to do that. I don't intend to ultimate unless something really bad is going to happen to me.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
you've said that before.
Yeah.
Justin,
You've been like,
just
I don't intend to
admit
do this thing.
that if you have the counters on it, that you will ultimate it. That's
I
all
won't.
you need to do.
I won't. I can promise you that is not the case.
He even looked at me funny.
Don't believe it.
I don't believe it
So
either.
I'm
Alright.
gonna ultimate.
Yeah, that's what I feel like it is.
Hmm.
I think it's time for
Maybe.
you to cast Red in 3. It's the third time
Maybe
you cast
I
it.
could have already ulted and decided not to because I'm a man of my word.
Don't trust it. Don't trust any of it. I'll tell you that much right now. Not a bit. I'm gonna play this Scalding Tarn that we knew I had. I'm gonna add red, I guess. 3 green. And we're going to kill some things, hopefully. We're going to cast Decimate.
Sure.
Targets are going to be, let's see, we got to do Artifact. We'll do Heart of Kieran.
Okie dokie.
There's only one enchantment that's not mine, so that'll be Ghostly Prison. Field of the Dead will be the land.
Yeah.
And I'll kill... What happens to your spirit when it's gone? Anything?
I get the card under it.
All right, then a zombie.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
zombie. In response, I'm going to turn this into a creature.
Sure.
So,
Draw 2.
yeah, these two are both going to die. I'll draw 2 cards.
You lost the counter to do that, right?
Yes, I did.
I'm just thinking in
I
my
did
head.
because since I don't intend to ultimate it.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm
Whatever,
going to
John.
try...
Whatever.
Well, it was the only enchantment, Steven. I'm not killing my own card.
Whatever, John. Whatever.
Had it for a while. I've just been waiting for one of you to play one. And then I'll come in at Eugene down
For
to
2?
1. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
All right.
And then let's see. That's 3. I think we're gonna flash this looting back and see what we can get because I don't really care about any of these cards. Yeah, let's do that. Flash this looting. 1, 2. I'll pitch this Molten Vortex that I won't be using anytime soon.
Yeah. I think you need the lands to
Yeah.
play.
I sure do. I need them. Can't just be willy-nilly throwing them in there. And I just blew up a bunch of stuff, so I don't think I'm going to need this Hull Breach anytime soon.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, you're
That-
a little light on targets for that whole breach.
Yep. I had both of those in my hand for 2 to 3 turns. I'm just like,
I love a good whole breach decimate combo though.
yeah, they're good. They're fun.
So that's
Alright.
kind of why I didn't stop the Decimate, because he's just going to kill the Ghost of Prison again. So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You said you
We'll
were
be
done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna tick up. Lose 1 life. Look at the top 3. Ooh, that's a fun card.
put in your graveyard then.
Yeah, your second hand, your better hand,
Yeah. put in your-
arguably.
I don't know.
I'm gonna put Grave Titan and Duplicant in my graveyard and keep this one.
Okay. Can I put a card? Or, no, just my graveyard.
John, I was getting closer with
The what?
Reliquary
Army of the
Power.
Damned?
Yeah, no, to Field
Field
of the Dead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I know you're not anywhere near it, but I don't even want you to be near it.
Yeah, eventually you will be.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it.
I thought about killing Justin's Reflecting Pool so that when he does draw red mana, it's still only that one. But he probably only needs one.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to cast.
And I figured you'd rather your Cabal Stronghold, so.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Phyrexian Arena, paying the 1. Or no,
There's,
Esper
there's,
Sentinel's
there's
gone.
no
Spend-
one.
Yeah, Esper Sentinel's
Yeah.
gone. So I'll cast Phyrexian Arena. And
You
then
killed it.
It did, like a jerk. And then
Yep. Checks out.
also cast this Lithoform Engine.
That's a powerful
Okay.
card.
That is a powerful card.
Wish you
So
still had a Hull
I
Breach in your
discard a Hull Breach, and Jeremy immediately is like, this is the
Here's
time.
an artifact and an enchantment.
I
Just
like
the time.
putting both this artifact and enchantment into play after John discards. the
Yeah,
Hull
I
Breach.
see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like, Hull Breach for his band, so it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
gotcha.
just pass the turn.
Okie dokie.
Well, I
All
didn't
right,
like that.
Justin, get him a body bag.
Yeah, just don't get me one. Just get him the body
We'll
bag.
see. I'm gonna plus here. There's only one other creature. I'm just gonna plus on both of these. Put this down. So these two can attack. These two cannot. How much mana do I have? My mic's in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
A lot.
Looks right.
Yes, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to play a Cunning Rhetoric.
Mm.
Because I remember when John played that card, or when Steven played that card, and it seemed like a lot of fun.
So everybody was just sandbagging their enchantments, huh? That's what was happening here.
I just
got
drew
you.
that one.
I got you guys. I see.
But I would have sandbagged it.
The answer is yes. We were
For what
Mhm.
it's worth, I would have
Mhm.
just sandbagged it. I'm going to pay 2 life, go to 32, and then I'm going to play Rings of Brighthearth.
This is obnoxious. This is ridiculous.
right into John's stuff and things. What is your Steven? Director, can we pull up Dakin Shadowslayer?
It doesn't do anything.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
I know you didn't know what the card did, so
No, it doesn't do anything.
It's very much in a foreign language to Steven. He can't read it.
+1 surveil to -3 exile target creature -6. I can put an
Man,
artifact from my hand
Oh,
or graveyard into the battlefield.
Yeah,
I told you,
I'm gonna attack Professor Onyx.
it doesn't do an actual thing.
Yep,
So,
you are correct, and I don't care if you exile my creatures, so I will pass the turn.
aha, as I figured. I don't have anything to do at the end of turn. I'm gonna draw this card. Oh no, I can't draw it.
You can.
All
That's
right,
what you do during your turn.
No, this is gonna happen first. I'm gonna pop this from Merely Series at the end of turn.
Oh, I
Mm.
see.
Mm.
Take a little
Gotta
look.
get those. Gotta get those lands out.
Take a little look. See. Okay.
I found the 2 Islands.
Ugin's a sweet card. It's like you play morphs. Speaking of which, this only cost me 1.
Colorless spots.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're floating too.
Sounds like I'm also gonna play this Lithoform engine like Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Enough.
Giving you targets,
Yeah.
for your future ones.
There you go. Now everything's right in the
Now
world.
your Croson Grep has lots of targets.
I hope I draw Pain of Progress.
I'm gonna cast Profane Tutor. Is that fine, buddy?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Go find like Austere Command or something for enchantments and artifacts. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd be about that.
I would actually be fine with it. I mean, I just played 3 of them, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, choose artifacts and creatures with the small creatures.
Oh, hold on now.
I'm in for that.
That's not quite the same as what you had just previously.
Well, that's the way he gets the most cards. He gets my Mox. He gets the Lotus Cobra. He gets all your creatures.
I would
He
draw
gets-
4 cards, but I would rather have 4 creatures instead.
How many cards
But I
are in
would-
your hand, Justin?
4.
That's a lot. How many negates are in your hand?
0.
Okay,
You
that's
want to
It's in the graveyard
ask
already.
about red cards?
how many red cards are in your hand.
Also 4.
Okay. How many Power Blasts are in your hand?
Yeah, there we go. Doesn't matter. You can't cast them.
Could be 0, could be 4. Not gonna help me.
I'm gonna let this come into play. No, I'm gonna put 4 on. He'll kill it if I do that.
Did you play a
Sure.
land?
Oh,
Yeah,
like that
I played this
island.
island.
I still don't understand how the card works. I just gotta trust you, which is a
Yeah.
scary place for me to be.
Scary thing to
Okay,
do.
okay. So how it works is when a land comes into
No,
play.
you misunderstood.
avoid
I don't want you
counter.
to explain it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a Seagate Restoration.
Oh, okay, that's a lot. How many cards
I
do you
only
have?
have 3 cards. I only have 3 cards.
You're still
So,
drawing 4.
yeah, but I have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
You do not. That's pretty good.
Oh,
I like me a Seagate Restoration. I quite like that card.
Yeah.
Big old. I like drawing big old chunks of cards.
We will surveil.
I like cards that do a lot of stuff and also say you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I bet.
We
That's
will-
all right,
That,
Jeremy.
that
We will-
Creators Council.
We'll keep that one on top, and I'm done.
Steven, I'm not trying to call you out or anything, but you gonna do anything?
I said I wasn't. That's
He's
what I
doing
said the last
He's
turn.
doing it right now.
John,
Yep.
did you read my Planeswalker? That's what my deck does.
Just
Nothing.
nothing. Just flat out nothing.
It is.
Do you even have an artifact in your graveyard?
Who?
Yeah,
Him?
Esper Sentinel.
Yeah.
And Chromatic Lantern.
Expedition Map, and Chromatic Lantern,
Oh,
and
wow.
Armorly Sphere.
Oh wow, just a who's who of
Just-
artifacts.
Just so many.
My
He's
hand
got
is so
options.
bad.
Or
I'm just gonna. I'm cycling this forest.
That is, man. John's
Listen.
been begging for lands, and his hand's so bad he had to cycle one.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. I think I'm about to do it again. Yikes. All right. So how much does rent cost? Problem is I can't play rent. You all just have a million things.
It costs 6, like it says on the card.
Yeah.
Ren and cost 6.
I'll cycle.
If
I
I
want my cards to die.
All right.
if I can search my library, I'm not even going to get a red source. I just want to make sure they're in there.
I'm gonna play Kadama's Reach.
So
Just to make
jealous.
sure.
I just want to look. I don't even. I would just pay to look right now. Just look through your library.
Oh, hey, how John asked me if my deck did anything. Though.
You
didn't know 'cause
cycling
you haven't-
lands.
You haven't seen my deck tech, but in my deck tech, I let the cat out of the bag.
If
I'm
your deck
playing
doesn't do
the
it.
dirtliest control deck in the history of Dirtles. I don't even know if I can win the game.
You're not even controlling anything.
I'll
I
add.
haven't drawn anything.
You've drawn a lot of things.
No,
Off of
I've only drawn ways to find
and
lands.
cycle.
All right. Yep. Keep cycling those lands.
Hey, they do things when you cycle them, right?
He's
So.
playing draw
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
but nothing else. Just
Yeah, there's nothing else. I legit don't know how I'm supposed to win.
draw. Play a thing that draws more cards past the turn.
That Cosmina, that's your way. You can't get it out of the void yet.
That's why I have it hidden up there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Take 'em
play
down.
Prismatic Omen.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
Is that
That's
just yours or all of ours?
You control,
Boo. I want mountains too.
John has
and I'll
Has
play
the
a forest
requisite
for the
number.
turn.
And
Yep.
then you're gonna shoot something?
I'm gonna shoot Ugin for 3.
boo.
You shot Boogan.
I had the red from that, but I'm not doing anything with it. So,
Okay.
all right, that was gonna kill Professor Onyx.
Ooh.
All right, see, my cycled lands turned into something. All right,
No, that was good. That you turned the beat around there, John.
all right, I'm done.
Not a fan of that.
What I got? You got to let the form engine in the friction ring. I think you'll be all
Lose a
right.
life, draw a card.
I think Justin will be
that's
the
great.
most all right.
Another swamp.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it, but
Yeah, I think we're
probably
doing all
fine.
right.
yeah. I'd like for someone to attack me.
Yeah, when you want to draw some cards,
Yeah.
try
Well,
and
we
try and
don't-
trigger your cunnings.
I mean, that's fine and all. I just need to block. I'll chump block.
You just want your spirits,
Yeah.
your mountains that are under your spirits. Your-
Unfortunately, there's not. John, if there were mountains under my spirit, I would just minus
activate
Liliana
that
kill my
Liliana?
creature. Yeah. There are not.
Well, Prismatic Omen worked that way. You would have it all.
Let's see.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be doing the thing if I had a mountain right now.
Yeah. She costs 8, which is not super great. All right, so I am going to.
Annihilate Justin's board. I like it. I'll tell you what, as much as I love my Lotus Cobra, I'll accept my Lotus Cobra dying.
Don't think I can do that, unfortunately. I don't want to just.
You can. The only non-land permanent I really care about is Liliana. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Ingurik's Wake or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I just Professor Onyx again, I can't play anything else, and then it just dies before it gets around
It's
to me
true.
again.
You probably don't want to play it right now.
Just give it a shot. Just give old Professor Peaceless
Oh,
a shot.
Just give it a
Justin is
try.
intent that Dakin can't ultimate. So
Yeah, he's really worried about that artifact out of the graveyard.
I can't look.
Steven's drawing hand.
Steven has a
Blight
Blightsteel Colossus in his hand, and he's been
Yeah.
sitting on forever.
I can't risk it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this
going
little
to-
snake over here is killing 2 planeswalkers.
I can't.
As much as I'd like to be able to do this with Professor Onyx out, I'm going to Songs of the Damned.
How many creatures you got in your graveyard there?
4. I have Duplicant, Grave Titan, Kirk, and Plague Crafter.
Okay.
4.
I am going to
Just sing us a little melody from that song.
copy it.
All right, so now you got 8.
Well,
You have net what? Yes, sure. I was gonna say you've
Yeah.
netted 1 mana, so you have 8.
Yep.
Okay. So you have 8 swamps, 8 black mana.
8 black mana. I would like
Oh,
to
man.
cast
With the breath of the dead.
Dread Return for 4, so I have 4 black mana left. I'd like to get.
Oh, you have
back.
5. You have a Jet Medallion.
Oh yeah, so I have 5 left. So I've Kirk.
Yep.
See where this is going. It's gonna be a good turn.
And then I would like to see 5 left. I can pay 1, 2 for 4 life, and then 6, 5. So I can pay that out. Play Liliana. Then I only
Yeah, because you have 8 essentially.
3 left. Yeah.
You have 1 extra, right? Because Stronghold's 3 to activate in it, so it just
that's true.
Yeah, you'll have 1 because of the Jet Medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cabal Stronghold is at parity still.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would make 3.
Yeah. I
Or
thought
it
it
would
was.
make-
I thought it was
it-
2 to activate.
Yeah.
It makes
is-
4.
it
It
is
takes
an-
3 to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
parity.
And
The math on
then-
that is as it turns out is a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yes. If only we were in the Yavimaya
Probably.
Urborg.
Army of the Damned flashback.
That's what I assumed was happening.
Yeah, so 5, 6, 7, and then I can take that up to 8, but that actually costs 1 less, right? So
Does cost 1 less.
and I can actually pay the 3 in life if I wanted to. Man.
You have 5 mana. You only need 5 generic mana, so you could pay 6 life.
No, it's 7 colors to flash.
Yeah, so I would need to pay 6.
Yeah, you
I would
could. Sorry,
I would need to pay 5 generic, yes. Or no, 6 generic. You're right. 6 generic.
six generic. Yeah,
is what I would need to pay.
and then you can pay the rest
6
with
life.
yeah.
And I would have
6 generic, your Jet Medallion, and then 6 life.
Yeah.
So that's not enough to do this other thing that I wanted to do. So I will just honestly pay 7.
Yeah, that's
So-
still pretty good.
That's
That is
flashback.
not there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I can pay 1 into it to make it 9. Then it's 1 less because then this Cabal Stronghold. goes
Okay,
up
so
by
you
1.
had 5.
Yeah, you gotta pay 2 life, right?
I had 5 plus this.
That's 8, 9. It costs 10.
Yeah,
so you gotta
so
pay 2
well-
life.
Pay 2 life, and then
No,
you.
okay,
Right.
So
Yeah.
if I pay 3 to activate this, then I get another 4. So I
It's
have
the same.
8,
That's the
9.
It's
Yep,
the
you're right.
same thing.
It's the same
You're
thing.
right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I
You
was
just gotta pay
looking at
2
it.
life.
Yep, paying 2 life. So I have 13,
Half
which obviously
2 twos.
I have exactly 6 Justin Parnells.
Yep. As it
as is tradition.
It is, yeah.
What you gonna do with those zombies?
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm just curious what you're gonna do with them.
They're coming in tapped. It's fine.
Okay.
So there's 13 of these. And I get another
Great.
counter on Kirk.
Yep.
Then I'll pass turn. Actually, I can flashback Dread Return already, can't
You
I?
can. It's right there on top. It's staring at you.
Yep.
It really wants you to play it.
I will cast Dread Return, getting back Grave Titan.
Mm.
Very
Sacrifice
good.
one of these.
That's
10,
more of
Well,
what I
it's
thought was going to
12.
happen.
I mean, it's 10 tapped and then
10 tapped, yeah.
10 tapped, 2 untapped.
See, that's why we needed the 6, just in case.
Mm. You get another counter on Kirk.
And I get another counter on Kirk.
Okay.
And then I'll
All right.
pass turn.
Yep.
You did a lot.
I did.
You did do a lot. That is true. All
I
right.
feel like it's all going to get undone before my next turn. So
I'm going to play Murderous Rider, and I'm going to kill... How many cards do you have in your hand, Jeremy?
Fine. I guess my cover just dies.
3.
No.
Oh,
You
it's
have,
not.
you have 3. I'll
Mhm.
get Grave Titan. I'll lose 2 life.
That's not going to your graveyard, sir.
It's on an adventure, Steven. The only thing you've been unable to do. I will draw a card.
So are you sure you're playing red in your deck?
It didn't look like you drew a red land. It looked like you drew a Morphic Pools.
Well, John, I did draw Morphic Pools. I was getting ready to play it, then I was like, wait a second, I might. John, is your question, am I playing red spells or am I playing red lands? Because I know the answer for sure for one of those. So you have 13
Zambi.
creatures, Jeremy.
And a Kirk.
That just seems like so
Such
many.
a blasphemous number.
That's on the bottom.
Nor do I have red mana. Like, not even a little bit.
That's because you didn't play any red mana in your deck.
I'm starting to think it didn't. I'm going to play this Morphic Pool. I'm going to attack Dakin for 2.
Get out of here, Justin.
Just 2. I don't want to kill it, Steven. I don't want to hurt you that bad.
That zombie token, I'm exiling it on my turn.
Oh, that's fine. I am going to...
Yeah, you better not tick it up.
I mean, I am going to tick it up. I'm going to plus, and I'm going to copy that ability, so I'm going to put 2 more zombies on the battlefield. And then you know what? I'm just gonna tap out. I'm gonna play this Murderous Rider, and I'm gonna make a copy of Murderous Rider.
Does Liliana only make 1 zombie?
Yeah, I copied it. Oh yeah, she only normally makes 1.
Got it.
I'm done after that.
All right, Steven, they're mounting their offenses. It's time for the control deck to do its thing.
You want me to?
I mean, as long as it doesn't blow up my stuff, yeah.
Wipe
All right.
the board.
I'm going to play Toxic Deluge.
Yeah.
I'll pay 4 life.
4.
You know.
Okay. I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards.
Sure.
Plus
Hi,
these
Lotus
2.
Cobra. That was fun.
That was the thing.
I'm going to play this island. But I'm going to let Kazmina come into play.
Ooh.
So now I'm going to draw 4 cards.
You're at 28,
Osima.
right? You lost 8 life? Oh, you lost 4 life, sorry.
All right. 1,
Yeah,
2, 3,
only
4,
4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Now, Justin, you have a maximum hand size, right?
Heyo! Guess
Did we
who
get
has
there?
red lands in their deck?
Do we get a mountain?
I got a mountain lake thing.
What's you have 8 lands, Justin?
Does your creature have the haste?
I do not have. I have 7 lands.
You have 7 lands. I have 8 lands. What card's not good when you guys have all those lands? Land tags.
I was gonna say,
Land tax is not very good.
Not super great. Yeah.
It's not.
I have less lands than you, Steven.
I'm gonna play a Keeper of the Accord.
Okay. I don't have more lands or more creatures, Steven.
I say, Steven, doesn't land tax just an opponent?
Yeah, but I have the most lands.
Oh yeah, you do.
That's
No
why I
one
was
has
like,
less than you.
No, I
no
haven't
one
missed
has
a
more than
land
you?
drop. I haven't missed a land drop, and I'm not going to be missing one. So
I ain't gonna be missing one.
So your Cosmina does not have the haste like us.
it does not. It does not. It's not a good card.
That's sad.
I'm
How
gonna
big is
surveil.
Cosmina?
It's
It is a 6/8.
I
That's
think
still
it's
very big.
Cosima. I think
Whatever.
Cosmina is a planeswalker.
Well,
I think
it's
that I'll shut up, Justin.
there. You go.
That's not nice.
Steven said Cosmina, so I just repeated him.
Yeah, you gonna start repeating things Steven's saying?
You know what? I am going to play a land tax just because
Just
I want
'cause,
to.
yeah.
just because I have a land tax.
gotta-
What
Excellent.
What did you get with your Enlightened Tutor?
I got
Ghostly
a ghostly prison.
Ghostly
Oh.
Prison. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and you punished me for it.
I
So
didn't punish you at all.
John did.
He's got to put those enchantments into play for John now to taunt him.
Y'all done, Steven?
I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm done.
Well,
Wait, I didn't play a land tax. I take it back.
Like this. Now he's going to be control-y.
Steven, you drew Justin, you drew so many cards.
I did draw a lot of cards.
You drew so many cards.
Yeah, I drew a lot.
Well, hopefully Steven won't just attack my Renin 6 and kill it for no reason. I'm gonna trust that he won't. 3, 4, 6.
Putting a lot of faith in Steven.
I know what
Yeah,
I'm doing.
You've said I'm gonna trust Steven way too many times this game.
He's got 2 whole other players' turns before his to forget what you just said.
All right, I'm
He's
gonna play
already
Renin 6.
forgotten.
Everybody cool with Renin 6?
No.
Yeah.
Anybody
cool.
with their negates or anything else again?
I mean, I could negate it, but I don't want to.
No negates, no force of wills, no force negations, anything. All right. I see that Liliana can ultimate next turn. I don't like that.
But it's not going to. I would like for you to ping it.
I'm not going to. Not gonna
Okay.
ping it. I'm gonna tick up Renin 6. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to.
Ping it. Here's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna crack this Scalding Tarn, and then I'm gonna pick it back up. But I'm gonna get this this expansive land.
Oh well.
Whoa there.
I didn't
Too
realize
much.
that was the game we were playing.
I'm actually not gonna get that. I'm gonna get this one because I don't actually need the mana right now. So I'm gonna get Stomping Ground tapped, and I will shoot Liliana for 3.
Okay.
And then I will tick up Renin 6 and pick up my Scalding Tarn.
Now I
Okie
wish I'd
dokie.
played my land tax.
And then I will play my Scalding Tarn for the turn.
What has
And-
happened on John's turn that has made you go back and forth on this land tax?
I was scared of you, Ultimate Liliana.
I told you I wasn't.
Yeah, but I don't believe you.
If you guys had just trusted me from the beginning of the game, this would all be fine.
Absolutely no trust anywhere.
Yeah,
I will. I will shoot Liliana again for 3.
Yeah, you will. Get it out of here.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. And then I'll be done.
All right. Not liking what happened here. I had a board presence here, so I'm gonna draw
Ah,
you're
You're
yes.
going again?
The good old days.
and lose a life here.
Well, Jeremy, I only have 1 toxic to lose, so I can't do it again.
Play another swamp.
Neither can Jeremy.
I will. Ugh.
Except with John for killing his Field of the Dead because he ain't getting there.
Well, I didn't know that he wasn't going to get there, and none of you had any other lands worth anything. So
Justin had a
another
reflecting pool. I thought we discussed you could.
I could have killed Jeremy's reliquary tower just to go after his heart.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Goes up by 1, so This will be 5,
Yep.
On the bright side, Jeremy, you can cast Professor Onyx
6,
wide
7.
open.
Yeah, Professor Onyx.
There it is.
All right, so
In the
it's going to
flesh.
tick up, lose a life. Look at the top 3. Put 1 into my hand, and the rest into my graveyard. Oh man, I want all of these.
Justin, what is the minus of Liliana? -3?
It's -4 each player sacrifice 2 creatures. All barter and blood.
Gotcha. 4 loyalty, 4 mana, barter and blood. I got you.
Yep.
All right, I'll discard Dark Ritual and Swamp.
So 2 powerful cards.
We're past the Dark Ritual phase of the game.
A little bit.
I think Jeremy's in the looking for card quality phase of the game.
Well, it's a Dark Ritual that gains 2 and then everybody loses 2.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
If that was Cabal Ritual, I bet Jeremy would be keeping it.
Quite possibly. Oh dear. I am going to pass the turn. Honestly, that's just
Yep.
Yeah, not
Yep.
just not much. I'm
Hold
gonna do.
on.
Hold on.
Hold
I
on,
might kill
hold
this
on.
Liliana.
Kill
That's-
Professor
That's
on.
fine.
Well, no, I'm not gonna kill Professor Onyx. I'll kill Professor Onyx. Mostly the Liliana I'm terrified of. So.
You can kill Liliana. Fine.
Well, yeah, you just drew 8 cards, so
Yeah,
I'm sure
I-
you've got better things to do.
It's exactly
Yeah,
right.
I understand. The thing is, making a zombie and potentially copying it for 2 mana. It's annoying.
All I know is I built
That's
a really big bridge with Justin there.
You can kill Liliana if you want. It's not a big
No,
deal.
it's fine. You can have it.
Okey-dokey.
I shot it for 6. Not
You
gonna do
did.
any
You
more.
shot it for a lot.
God, John,
All right.
I didn't want it to ultimate.
coffee's
That's
for
all.
closers. What are you doing?
Well,
I'm
I
going
don't
to
have any
play
coffee right now.
Luxury Suite.
Oh, look at you!
Oh,
Now he's got red mana. We done messed up.
Yeah.
I'm going
You
to,
done goofed.
for 5. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to plus Liliana to put a single zombie on the battlefield.
All right.
Then for 5, I'm going to play Inexorable Tide.
Is that the proliferate one?
It is, whenever I cast a spell.
Oh, whenever you cast.
All right.
I'm really
That's
talking
pretty
to you,
good.
Steven.
Yeah, it's not me you're talking to.
I feel like it's.
Proliferate, so we're gonna get some
I
permanents.
feel like
and
it's
some
okay.
counters.
I feel like it's okay.
Is it okay,
Mhm.
Steven? Oh
Yeah.
boy. All that work I did to not let Liliana ultimate.
Okay. Then I'm going to play Talisman of Dominance.
Would you like to proliferate my red?
I'm actually gonna pay 2 life, so I'll go to 28. No, I'm just gonna proliferate Liliana.
Really?
Yeah.
John, I just feel like you can deal with Liliana anytime you want to. So,
Oh, could I?
yeah.
Anytime. Steven, I have 3 cards.
Yeah, but Red and 6 plus Scalding Tarn, it can kill Liliana from like any loyalty almost. So.
No, it cannot. It can kill it from about
9.
From about 9.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
To be fair, you know.
To be fair, John, I'm definitely not going to stop it because you should have killed Liliana and you didn't.
I didn't want to pick on Justin. I knocked his Zilly from 9 to
But you
3.
should have done it. and
All
you
right.
didn't.
Is this resolved? I assume it's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no one
All
cares
I
about your talisman.
Yeah.
Okay.
You played an exonerable tide. You didn't counter that.
Are you casting your general though? I don't like that.
Oh no, I'm gonna cast Rite of the Raging Storm and proliferate.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
don't-
need
I
to
don't
know
like
what that is.
You need to know that doesn't need to resolve.
I know what it is.
Well, you should let it resolve.
Not.
Rite of the it'd be easier if Dan pulled it up. There we go. So creatures named Lightning Rager cannot attack me or my planeswalkers. In the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player makes a 5/1 red elemental creature named Lightning Rager with trample and haste, and at the beginning of the incept, sacrifice it. Steven, this is your win condition.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm already making a Lightning Rager token.
Oh, this is tapped by also. Yeah, make that lightning rager token.
Yeah.
Make that lightning rager token.
I've already made it. Don't worry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I have to go to my end step and discard. I will keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll discard Chaos Dragon, Notion Thief, and Swamp. And then I'm done after that.
All right. Upkeep. I get a lightning rager.
You do.
Raging.
I'm gonna leave it.
Now,
But
only
then-
Lightning Rager can't attack Justin or his
Yep.
Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Only
It's
Lightning
okay.
Rager.
I'm gonna go to attackers. I'm gonna attack Jeremy because he's in the lead.
Okay.
Uh,
Block with my
6,
face.
yeah, 6, 9, 14.
Yep. Be a 10.
Down.
And Justin's tapped out. John, man,
What up?
you should have killed that Liliana, bro.
I can still kill that Liliana if I get to pick up my Scalding Tarn.
But maybe you don't have your permanents in play to do it.
Oh, well, then I definitely can't. do
Because
anything.
see, Justin's got a lot of stuff going on over there.
I don't think you need to worry about Justin.
Don't need to worry about Justin.
That's
That doesn't
honest.
matter. You whatever. Just kill.
I just made the
everything.
lightning rager, so I don't want you to kill that. I just spent a lot of time on it.
Kill everything, Steven. I don't care. Let's do it.
Kill everything. He does not care. All right. So we're
What
gonna
did you
tap
attack
8.
with lightning rager? Jeremy's face?
Yeah.
All right.
2. Which brings the grand total to 8 mana. I'm going to cast Ashen Rider,
No, that's
Oh,
that's
sure.
not everything.
and I'll just kill Liliana.
Exile it.
Yeah.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie.
see,
And then no one saw this coming. I'm going to play Dromar's Cavern and pick this Plains up.
doesn't come into play tapped.
Yeah, it doesn't. Those layers.
That's true. That's true. It's a
Those
layer.
are good.
So.
Those are
You gotta
good.
put some respect on their name there.
Yeah,
And
man.
then I'll be done, and my Lightning Ranger goes away.
Yeah. So I get a Lightning Rager.
You sure?
Yeah,
do?
you get a lightning rager.
You.
Now, I'm just going to point out that for Director Dan,
Yes.
Jeremy was at 24 and he's at 19 and he took 14.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Would be at 10, yeah.
But 2 of you, I think, should have the Lightning Rager token. I was about to say. I think it's
We
John
didn't
and
check.
Steven.
Yeah, I didn't even check.
We only
so
had 2.
Yep. Not
But
it.
I did have
Lightning
one.
Rager too.
I did have one.
All right.
I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, I literally didn't look because I just assumed you all.
Yeah, anything to get that piece of trash off the playmat.
Oh, watch
Whoa.
your mouth. Watch your
Wow.
mouth.
You know what I
All
said.
right. I did hear what you said. All right. Well, it's a good card at least. Let's do. So 1, 2, 3. We'll play Tireless Tracker,
I do like a tireless tracker.
and we will do. Steven played an Ashen Rider because he knows I can't attack him now. Well done.
I mean, you could attack me with your. You
Nah,
should not
nah.
have attacked me anyway, but that's not
No.
the point.
Well, I just don't want to keep pummeling on to Jeremy, and I can't attack Justin. And
I
have
do
to attack
because
with
he's
this.
in the lead. And
Yeah, but he's just barely in the lead.
not for me. He's not. He's barely in the lead of you. He's a whole episode in the lead of me. Okay,
I'm gonna crack my Scalding Tarn and lose a life.
he's
Okay.
1.5 episodes ahead of Justin.
Yeah, at least maybe 2. With how I've been doing.
Yeah,
I'll get Cinder Glade.
but you shooting. Oh, I forgot to use my Planeswalker.
Oh,
Darn.
That's your commander, Steven.
Darn.
Forgot to surveil.
You've been trying to get into 6. You've been
I
trying to
know.
untap with that with 6 for so long.
I just want to put this S% back in play. Come on.
I'm gonna shoot Justin's face.
Okay,
Dakin,
I go to
okay?
25. Oh,
I'm gonna
don't
pick
shoot
up mine.
Dakin. Dakin's doing
I'm gonna
just
pick
fine.
up Scalding Tarn. I'm gonna play Scalding Tarn. I will.
Steven,
I-
it's not.
Steven, I'll shoot your face for 3.
Whoa! I'm putting a stop to that my next turn. I can't deal
That's
with it.
fine. Can't deal with it. All right.
Yeah.
This 5 will also come at Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Have
Yeah,
to take it.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, you're gonna get a Lightning Rager soon.
I am.
Let's see.
Don't know how good that's going to be for me, but
It's great. It's a 5/1 with trample and haste.
Gonna have one for sure.
Yeah, you'll be able to attack me, Jeremy, and then I'll block with Ashen Rider, and I'll kill another one of Justin's permanents.
That's probably true.
I
That
know
is probably
permanent
true.
I'm gonna kill too. It's gonna be hilarious.
See,
Steven, I
was in the
swear to
discussion.
God, if you kill this Rite of the Raging Storms, I don't get my own Lightning Rager.
No, it's gonna be the
Oh,
luxury suite. It's gonna be the luxury suite for sure.
That's okay.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I don't have two counters on this. I have 2 clues, so I'm gonna go ahead and. Did I get a clue? I did. I get these sweet sand black ones. Awesome.
Oh man, Steven's
oh.
favorite clues.
I guess I will go ahead and draw a card.
Steven, you decorate your desk with them.
Might get something.
If I come into work tomorrow and my desk is decorated with sand black clue tokens,
I assumed you did that.
I will quit on the spot.
You gonna take your tokens with you or no?
I will clean my desk off and out and leave. Yes.
Okay, so you were gonna take your tokens
my
with
badge
you.
in. I won't. I'll put them where they deserve to go.
In your bag to go home?
There's a receptacle right in front of my desk, so it'll go in the receptacle. Yeah.
I think I am done.
It seems like a lot of work to get some Sam Black tokens, Steven. You could probably just ask.
No, I heard there was a premium on those. Can't just ask for them.
Draw.
Yeah,
Draw
keep finding them in the
light.
trash.
Don't forget your Lightning Rager.
Yep, I have a Lightning Rager.
Oh, Jeremy, that would be a shame if you died to Phyrexian Arena.
The Phyrexian Arena, that would be a shame. I'm gonna tick up one and lose a life and go to 3. No,
Okay,
John
20
has a. John has a
25%.
I don't plan on using it, so unless you try to do something mean to me, then I might. As long as you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I just couldn't attack Steven with the Lightning
He's saying
Rager.
that, Jeremy, but on my turn, when I attack you, if you go to 3, he's gonna kill you.
Why?
So
What does that
I
matter?
couldn't kill you.
Jeremy's going to 3 right now.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
You're not?
no.
He's gonna stay at 4.
So that John doesn't kill me.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're
he's
not
worried.
activating Liliana.
He's not.
Not
You're
activating
be-
Professor
Oh,
Onyx.
you're going to activate War Room and go to 3.
No, I'm gonna pay 1 for Soul Ring,
Ooh.
and then I am going to do something probably silly that John would kill me for.
You casting?
I like it.
Don't be casting X spells.
No, I like this. Do it, Jeremy.
I'm
I
going
might
to
stop
pay
it if you make me, but
3 into this, so I'm going to gain 5. So I have
Mhm.
5 black in my pool. 6, 7, 8,
And Jet Medallion.
and Jet Medallion. So 9. 8. That sound right? Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right to me.
5, 6, 7.
If you have 8 and you can cast a 9-mana spell like Rise of the Dark Realms that you're going to cast.
That would be very good. You would get exactly Lotus Cobra.
wait a minute. What do I have here?
Esper Sentinel.
Is the actual only creature in my
Yeah,
graveyard?
I only have Lotus Cobra. It's just Justin's creatures, Notion Thief. And
That's also
Justin's got a
Jeremy's
bunch of-
creatures.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm going to cast Exsanguinate X equals 8.
I knew it.
And I'm going to copy it with Lithoform Engine.
X equals 8?
Yes, Professor Onyx will have a trigger. And
2
then
triggers.
And then another trigger.
I'm gonna protect myself.
Ooh. I figured
That's a
you'd
lot of life, Jeremy.
counter spell and not in my life.
No, I don't want to be harmed. They feel free to harm them.
Well, I can't. I can. Let's see. I doubt there's anything I can do.
That's why I
could
didn't want
shoot-
to activate her because
I could shoot you for. I could shoot you for 3.
And then he just shoots me for 3. And
Yeah, I think John would have killed you. That's probably a good point.
I definitely would have killed you if
Yep.
you'd have tried to do that to me. What a jerk. All right, I guess instead I'm just going to take 1,000,000 damage.
All right. So each of you takes 4. I gain 4 from the Professor Onyx triggers.
Yeah.
And then this is 8 twice. So you each take 16. I gain 16.
Yeah, I didn't take anything.
No, you gain 32 off extinction.
Well, I gain 32. 16 from each of you. Yeah, 32.
So we're each going to take 20, and Jeremy's going to gain 20. We can make that real easy.
No, that's not correct. He gains life equal to the life lost.
Yeah.
So he gains 16 life off each copy of Exsanguinate.
Oh,
or
I
each
forgot
card.
I forgot it was doubled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
He gained 36 life total.
He gains he gains 4 from Liliana and 32 from Exsanguinate. He gains 36 total.
Yep. 36 total.
So it goes to 40. Back to 40, huh?
Yep.
And we lose
All right,
20,
Jeremy.
so I'm at 15.
Yeah, we each lose 20.
And then I will tick up Professor Onyx, pay or lose 1 life. Look at the top 3.
Well, that wasn't fun.
That was 4. I
Yeah, it
apologize.
actually wasn't.
2, 3. Well, that's poopy.
5 life, huh, Justin?
Was I guess I was at 25.
You were 25. I was at 35.
Okay.
Man, and if I kill Justin, I lose a point, right?
Yep. It's not
killed
stopped
him
many
first,
people
yeah.
before this season.
It's true.
Well, that's poopy because I got
Well-
ball coffers with Jukabog that are going in the graveyard.
That's poopy, Jeremy.
Shucks.
You
You
get
wanna
to
know-
choose, Jeremy. You
you
can
want to know
have
what
it.
the you want to know what the 3rd card was and why it was
No,
poopy?
I actually don't.
Not one bit.
Yeah,
I'm
we
I
gonna
don't-
think you're
explain-
missing the point of me saying, "Gee, that's
Oh.
poopy."
You know what? Just get him a body bag, Jeremy. Take that negative point. You have
he-
you have
He
such a
can't,
cushion.
he can't
can't.
attack Justin.
Can't
Oh,
attack
that's
Justin with
true.
it.
That
Are you
sucks.
I'm
attacking
going
me
to
or
attack-
Ren
Ren.
Oh,
for
okay.
5?
Yeah.
I really don't want to take that, though. I really want Ren around.
Just block.
But I also need my blocker. Because Steven smacked me
Dude,
for 1,000,000.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in my hand, John.
Yeah, I assume you can kill me if you wanted to.
Do I have 15 damage? I don't have 15 damage. Oh, I
Right.
deal with the card. You're right.
Ren's gone.
Pass turn.
Man, Jeremy gained some life right there.
Yeah, Jeremy gained a lot of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, it's going to make this difficult.
I told John to kill him, but he wouldn't.
All right,
I couldn't kill him.
Lightning Rager.
You made a much cooler Lightning Rager than I made.
I attacked
did.
him with the Lightning Rager. I guess I could have
Yes.
just... Yeah, I
You
guess
could have just machine gunned
Yeah,
him
I could have
down,
just...
yeah.
I could have just murked him. Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
that's...
play Sulphur Falls.
Ah, you had an ace in the hole for that Lightning Rager.
I know. I
Right,
had
right.
to.
Yeah. First off, Justin, no way I'm killing your Lightning Rager token maker.
Of course.
I need that. I need
I-
that.
You know, I didn't think you were going to, but
I think I know what should be done. I think I figured it out.
I know what should be done.
I
How
think
many
I
lands do you
figured
have
it out.
now, Justin?
What now?
How many lands do you have
lands?
now? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, I like that. You can have each opponent's end step if their player controls more lands than you. May search your library for a basic planes
you
and put it into play tap.
Did you just stop playing lands?
I played the Dromar's
He
counter.
played a layer. He played a layer.
Yeah.
He
Pounced
gated a
land.
land.
Yeah. All part of the master plan here, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because this is going to be a forest. This ancient
I
tomb.
can't even get a land. I'm phased out.
Yep.
Yeah, your cards are phased out. That's true.
Mistakes were made.
They super were.
Sad face. He would have been okay with
Okay.
taking that 20 if he could have gotten that planes.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
the trade-off.
I'm going to play Nightscape Familiar.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm going to float a colorless.
Would you like to proliferate my tireless trackers counter to help me attack?
No.
you?
Dude, will you please proliferate my Dakins counter so I can put an Esper Sentinel in play?
I won't be doing any of the things anyone's requesting. Okay. And then for Grixis, I'm going to play my commander. Finally. 'Cause I almost died without being able to play it.
It's pretty smart of you to play that right now.
I wanted to play it much sooner, but I wasn't exactly able to do so. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2. One, two, three, 4. Oh wait, I still have a colorless left because this cost me 1 less. Okay.
Mm.
All right. I am going to activate my commander. So +1. Each opponent loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. Then I put a corruption counter on up to one other target creature or planeswalker. So I'm going to essentially copy that twice. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, and then 1, 2 with Rings of Brighthearth. So I'm going to copy this 2 times. So I'm going to have 3 abilities. So everyone's going to lose 6, and I'm going to gain 6. So I'll go to 11.
Yep, I'm at 9.
And then I'm going to put corruption counters on.
The only 2 cards you can.
No, it's 3. It's up because I copy it 3 times. So
I know. The only 2 cards you can.
Yeah.
I can't put it on Steven's, huh?
Yeah, the Planeswalker and my Tireless Tracker.
Yep, Planeswalker and Tireless Tracker it is.
Yep. It's been corrupted.
And then for 3, I'm going to play Nicol Bolas the Ravager and Proliferate here.
Everybody discards a card.
Everyone discards a card.
Man, there's a lot going on in this game now.
There is a lot going on.
Steven, do you discard a card?
I would imagine I don't, but
I don't know. What does the Fairy's Protection say? Your life total can't change.
during your turn, your life total can't change, and you have protection from everything. All permanents
discard a
neutral
card.
phase out.
Yeah, discard a
Discard
card.
card.
You don't have protection from discard a card.
No, you
Discard
don't.
this forest.
No, it said I have protection from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
going to
not
attack.
Nicobolus.
I'm going to attack Jeremy for 5.
It's probably not a bad decision.
Yeah,
In the face.
in the face. And then after that, I will pass the turn.
He's back with a Lightning Rager.
But not an extra planes.
Not an extra planes.
because I phased myself out. What does the other side of Nicol Bolas the Ravager do?
It turns into a big old Planeswalker.
Yeah. It costs 7 mana.
Yeah, because you don't have that.
I'm tapped out. I don't have it now.
I'm
I
talking
can,
about.
I can either draw. I'm telling you, I can either draw 2 cards. I can have it deal 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker. I can reanimate a creature or planeswalker, or exile all but 1 card of someone's library.
I assume that you need more loyalty than you have to do that. Though.
Yes.
Not with Lithiform and Rings of Brighthearth. Not too many more.
No, that doesn't improve the loyalty at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It does. It just copies the effect.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to start off. I need to ponder. I need to ponder here.
Get to pondering.
Wow, these cards do not do anything.
Marine Ponderosa.
You shuffle them? Or did you keep them?
No, I'm thinking.
They don't do anything, but he might keep one.
Yeah.
Calm down. I am actually going to shuffle them. I want you to know it was 2 Mold Drifters and a Smothering Tide.
2
No,
Mold
it wasn't
Drifters.
2 Mold Drifters. That's cheating.
Yeah, Cloud Chaser and Mold Drifter.
Ah, okay. So different Mold Drifters.
They're 5 mana 2/2s to draw 2 cards and give them the pull.
It's true.
One gains you 2 life. The other one costs 3 mana.
Yeah.
That's true. See, I don't like what Justin's doing over there.
I'll be honest, I don't like what any of them are doing.
I don't like what any of them are doing either.
Oh,
I think Jeremy's going to kill us with non-permanents.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
That's why Jeremy needs to die.
My assumption is I was going to die.
Jeremy.
That's why I played a really big
I
Exsanguinate.
assumed you were going to die, and then you played something that did not die.
Yeah.
You
I
attacked
played something to not
Jeremy
die,
for
and now
19.
I'm going to die.
Yeah,
19?
I'm attacking you for 19.
Yep.
19.
Right
Back-
back to where he was.
Back to 9. John, that's only 3 lands.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
the thing
man.
is, that's not going to fly either, Eddie.
What's
I'm
that Potter
going
doing?
to Merciless Eviction all enchantments.
Merciless eviction.
That gets rid of the Raging Storm.
So just exiles them all.
Says all enchantments.
I'll respond. I'm gonna add a red off of Lotus Field, and I will cycle.
And tap 2 mana and tap a sword.
I'm getting a little low on cards. I need that Liliana.
Yeah. All right. All the enchantments are gone.
All enchantments exiled.
They've been the exile. I guess I gotta respond. I might as well respond. Get my shot while I can.
true.
Let's crack it.
Go to 8.
Yeah, I guess it's scary, but that's what I got.
I mean, that's where most of us are.
Yep. I will get this tap land. That is a Forest Mountain. Sheltered Thicket. And I will get a clue. And I still have 3 red, 2 red floating. So I will
Cycle. Crack a clue.
2 red floating. Yeah, I will crack the clue.
All right.
I gotta shoot something with that 3. I'm gonna shoot the
I'm playing this Demonic Compass.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what I want to shoot here.
Even like I'm playing this.
Whatever. Like
I'm
you're
doing
doing
what I want.
stuff. You're doing stuff, but I'm playing
Yeah.
this card. Okay.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yes.
I'm also surveilling while you're doing this. Actually, I'm not surveilling.
I'm gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna play all this.
Jeremy, I'm shooting you for 3.
I'm
It won't
taking
affect. It won't affect what John's doing at all.
It's not.
Right.
No.
I will actually exile Nicol Bolas.
It's a creature.
And then I will go to my end step, and I will flip this Demonic Compass into the Spires of Araska.
Yeah, you will.
And you're up, John.
Lightning Rager.
You don't get
No,
one.
it's gone.
Oh,
got rid of it.
no.
Like a
No, I
jerk.
exiled it.
No.
I'll
Good thing,
exile that.
good thing I made my Tireless Tracker 6 power anyways. Draw.
Planning on killing me? Just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
I gave you a
actually-
turn, and you punished me by giving me
Yeah.
minus
Yeah.
minus
That is
20
true.
life,
That
Jeremy.
is true, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you did appropriately punish him, and I
Yeah.
respect you for that. You're like, well, you didn't kill me, so I'll just do this.
All right, Jeremy. I'm not going to for 6.
I was gonna get punished anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably. But now
It
I'm
was either
wait.
gain a bunch of life and wait an extra turn, or
I'm gonna,
Even green.
whoa! I'm
Oh
saving
my
you,
God.
Jeremy.
Oh, you're
talking
saving
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Go ahead and untap that and remove it from combat.
Oof,
I feel like
How's it
feel,
that-
John?
That is not
How's
good.
it feel?
saving me.
how does what feel? I've
would-
saved you this season, not anybody else.
That's true. That is
How's
not-
it feel?
It feels
that is
like
not
why
what
did
we
you say
want.
we're going to regret that. I'm going to play Corsair Prefix.
Yep.
I'll play Grove of the Burn Willows.
I
and
really
gain-
want
actually, I won't
Jeremy to
play
get
Grove.
another
I'm just gonna
turn.
Look at the top.
Steven, that's a mistake.
I'm going to play Grove of the Burn Willows. Make a clue.
Yep.
Steven, you're the worst.
Gain a life.
And I gain a life, yes. Thank you. I will Well, I don't want to die next turn, so I'm going to play Zarin Orb. It'll give me some life.
Yeah, getting some life.
I'm gonna be the only one to die, and Jeremy's gonna kill me, and someone's gonna lose a point again.
Well, I got a little bit of life now at least, so there's that. Well, I've already attacked with my tireless tracker. Thanks, Steven. You jerk. Yeah, I guess I'm. Steven, you're the actual worst. Hold on. Let's see. So this is 2, 4. No, that. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Jeremy, you can show us what that card is now.
Well, what card is?
Yeah,
The
what
one you kept off Onyx last turn.
Oh,
Or-
I was
okay.
sad because it was Urborg, and I had Cabal Coffers,
Oh.
Urborg, and Bajuka Bog in one hand.
I think I would have kept the Cabal Coffers.
Now we're on the plane of Urborg Yavimaya.
Yeah, Urborg Goblin, that's fine.
Oh, they're all formed.
That's just Dominaria.
Okay. Do you have any fetch lands right now, John?
He can't. Doesn't matter. I killed his prismatic omen.
You killed my prismatic omen.
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
How many do you have? 1, 2.
Tick up, lose a life with the top 3.
I feel like you only have 4 mountains in play, but I can't be sure, John.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains in play. No Valakuten.
Keep this, put Burnish Heart and swamp it. Graveyard. All right.
I gotta play with the top card of my library revealed, sorry. It's a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Okay. That is all good.
Yeah. I could draw it with my Sand Black.
You could. You could have.
Yeah, you could have. You should have.
I'd like to cast Strionic Resonator.
This isn't good.
I think it's perfect.
Yep, you've already activated Liliana, right?
He has.
Professor Onyx, I have, yeah.
Excuse me, Professor Onyx.
Yes. And then I would like to cast.
Don't cast anything crazy like the Chain Veil, Jeremy.
No, it's fine. I would like to cast Feed the Swarm.
Sure.
Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. This triggers.
Yeah.
I would like to copy that twice, I think.
Jeremy's going to drain everyone out of the game.
Let me double check here.
It's true.
So,
He's not going to drain me out of the game, but
you're going to get everyone else.
So I'm going to pay 3 to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll go down 8, 7, 6, 5. So I'll have 5 mana left in my pool.
Whoa. You know Cabal Stronghold only does actual swamps, right?
He played an
Basic
Urborg.
swamp, yeah.
Yeah,
It still only counts basics.
Still only counts basic.
I thought you had a
swamp.
Cabal Coffers.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. Yes, Cabal Stronghold. So this adds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead.
Yeah.
Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what I said. So that's 4 less. So I'll have 1
You got it.
remaining.
Sure.
All right. So what are your targets first off with Feed the Swarm?
Feed the Swarm only cost 1, right?
Yep.
Paid 1 for that.
I have no idea.
It was going to be the.
You did. You tapped your
single swamp.
diamond. Tap your diamond.
It was
Your
something.
swamp was for a resonator. Your diamond was for. Feed the Swarm.
So Feed the Swarm, just so that I don't lose a bunch of life, is probably going to be
Ashen Rider.
That's a good choice, I think.
So-
Ashen Rider.
So how many counters does Liliana take to ultimate?
8.
8.
Interesting. Okay.
Actually, I shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do what?
Yeah.
Any of the things you just did?
No, I'm still going to do this and get that trigger. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So
I'm targeting Justin's zombie.
sure. So, okay, so just to be clear, you've paid the Strionic Resonator cost 2, which was Soul Ring.
Yep.
You've tapped those 3 lands over there to add 5 to your mana pool.
Soul
There we
Rings tap for your Resonator.
There we go.
Soul Rings tapped for your Resonator.
That's what I was trying to start.
Oh, because I paid for the Resonator, right?
All right,
yeah.
now
And
we're
then-
even. We're good.
Okay, so there you go. So so you don't have any mana floating, and you're just casting that. That's
Correct.
cleaner. Okay, all right,
Okay.
sure. Trigger on the stack from Liliana.
Yes.
I have no effects.
All right, we're all losing 2.
Yep, Jeremy gains 2.
Well,
Yeah.
Jeremy gains no life because.
No, I gained 2 because this is
Oh,
like
it's
equal to
zero,
the permanence.
zero,
Yeah, same.
Converted mana cost.
Sure,
Mana
so Jeremy's
value.
at 7.
Yeah, mana value. Still says converted mana cost on it.
Sure does.
All wings and bloody wind, the storm will rise.
And then I apologize for all that. I will pay 1, 2. So I'll pay this for 5 to add 5 to my mana pool since it's basic swamps.
Yep.
I will cast Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
You have 1 mana floating.
I have 1 mana floating, yes.
Well, I am not responding with counter spells, so that's not for me to respond with.
I got nothing other than death
nothing.
awaiting my doorstep.
All right. I will pay 4 to copy the permanent and then once the
You
permanent
can only
enters-
copy 1 trigger.
Well, he's copying the card Grey Merchant. He has to do that before
Yeah.
it ever hits play. But
Yeah.
doesn't copy the permanent. Copies the spell you play, right?
copies the spell, yes. I'm sorry. Copies
Sure.
it's a permanent spell you play. You
Yeah,
control,
yeah.
yes. Sorry.
Okay.
So I'm going to copy that. Get a second Grey Merchant.
Okay, so the first Grey Merchant's going to enter the battlefield.
Yes.
Number 1. So the copy is entering the battlefield first.
So it's for 4.
Copies entering the battlefield first. It's
So we're
for
going to
4.
lose 4.
Yep, and I will gain
We each lose. We gain 12.
12.
Yep.
Second Grey Merchant enters, trigger. I will copy the trigger.
So it's going to be 2 instances of 6.
So 12, and I'm at 3. Well, I'm definitely going to respond to that. So.
Okay.
Have you used Onyx this turn?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steven, it's on you if you're doing anything first.
I'm not.
All right. I need to gain, I'm at 13. I need to gain 10 to live.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's my 10 to live. I guess I will add these two. I'll pop this clue. Draw this, reveal Vandal Blast. Doesn't do much. And then I will, I'll sack these 5 to gain 10. So I'll go to 13.
Yep.
So I took 4 and then 12, right?
You took
Yeah.
4, yeah, and then you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twice.
Yeah, 12.
All right. So Jeremy gained 12 for the first one.
Mhm.
Then Jeremy's going to gain 18.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to die.
Well, he only gains. Does he gain life lost?
Yeah.
You gain life equal
Yeah.
to the
So
life
you don't
lost.
gain more
No.
than 5 off Justin the second time.
No,
right?
you do. You do. You
Okay.
I still lose it. But
Okay.
the next one he only gains 12 instead of 18.
Yeah, instead of the
Gotcha.
18.
Since Jeremy
you
killed
gain-
me
so
first while I was
30.
in last.
Yep.
Following your footsteps, John.
No, you blame Steven for all of this. He killed.
I should be at 11 and John should be at 3.
I should be at 1. I was at 3, and I had to gain enough to get up.
Yeah, you had to gain
top of
10,
12.
and then that's 12. That's going to
Yep, I'm at 1.
6, and then 6. So he's at 1.
Yep,
And then
checks out.
I was at what before? When we started the turn?
You gained
Character.
30 that turn. You should be at like 40 something. I don't
Character
actually
Dan.
He gained more than 30. He gained 32. Because 2 from the Liliana,
You were at you gained set. You were at 5 because you
12.
gained 2 from the feed the swarm.
So I was
you were
at
at 5 and you
way
gained
more.
32.
He gained 48 life. He gained 12 life off the first one, and then 36 life off the next 2 combined.
No.
Well, I took 12 damage from it.
all right.
Yeah.
When I started the turn, I was at 6
You were at
life.
5. You were at 5 life.
I was at 6 life, right?
No, you were at 5. You went to 7 off the feed the swarm.
Okay. So I went to 7. So I was at I was at 6 because then I activated Lily or Professor Onyx. Went to 5.
Oh, look
up-
who's calling it Liliana now.
Yeah, went up to it's type line, whatever. Went up to 7.
You
for Feed
don't
the Swarm.
correct me the whole game and then defend yourself.
Went up to 7. Yep, and then gained 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gained 12.
Yep.
Then 18, then 12.
Then 18, and then 12.
It's 44.
So 44.
Oh,
total.
you were dead. You were dead. That's right, Justin. Sorry.
Yes. And then
All right,
it'll
I'm
pass
at
turn.
1.
Yep. Pass
Do you
turn.
get to keep? Do you keep the token from the aforementioned?
Oh yeah, it is just copy target permanent spell you control.
Got it.
Well. Losing first again. You guys trying to get me to beat my own record of least points in a season?
I will surveil. I don't want either of those. All right. What do we got here?
Well, you got me out of the game like you wanted the whole
So
time. Steven.
John could be at
Steven,
11.
Steven, I can do some damage to Jeremy if you give me a turn.
Well, if I give you a turn, it will be with no creatures in play.
I guess I accept.
I'm gonna attack Jeremy.
They're all flying.
No, just the Ashen Rider.
Just the old Ashy Rider.
It's a 6/8 and a 3/4.
I will block the 3/4 with my token and take the rest since they just bounce off.
All right, so you take 11.
11 total. Yes. Go to 33.
I'm gonna cast Supreme Verdict.
Yep.
You don't get to see that Vandal Blast anymore. That's not for you to see.
I forgot we could even see it at all.
I'm gonna use Soul Ring, so I'll have a mana floating.
Yep.
Ashen Rider will destroy Onyx.
Exile it.
Exile
excuse me,
Onyx.
Exile.
Yeah,
it.
not just destroy.
It's the same thing. What?
They're no longer corrupted. Sad day.
I'm gonna play this land Isolated Chapel here, and I'm gonna cast Sun Titan.
It's a good card.
Okay. Fun
That is
Titan.
a good card.
Steven, you better get that Esper Sentinel back.
No, we're gonna get this back.
You've been begging to get that Esper Sentinel back the whole game, and you
Zima, eh?
take the opportunity and you slap it in the face.
What's it gonna do for me?
I
John,
don't know.
John, you gonna play some non-creature spells and not pay?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
you're only going to draw one card.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get this.
Look at him now.
And then I'll be done.
And a turn. I'm gonna lightning bolt Jeremy.
Yep.
And
30.
respect it.
I do respect the lightning bolt. A well-timed lightning bolt. I
To the
love it.
Face.
Surprise! It was Vandal Blast.
How many cards are in your hand, Jeremy?
2.
Jeremy doesn't need many cards to do a lot of damage.
That is certainly true.
In fact, last turn he needed exactly 1 to gain 42 life. Now it's a good card. Not all the cards in his deck are that good, but still.
I needed 2 because I needed this
Well-
Draconic Resonator.
I'll play Dryad of the Elysian Group.
Sure.
All right.
You have a Dryad.
Jeremy.
Suarez.
You know, John, if you could just Vandal Blast all his artifacts, it might be pretty good.
Well, you should have said that beforehand.
I mean, I thought you could see that he's got the double copier over there. You could just destroy those.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think
9,
John needs to. That's too much of a defensive play. John needs to go on the offensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm hearing like a Splendid Reclamation or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna add 2. I'm gonna gain 4. I'm gonna cast Branded Reclamation.
Yeah.
What does
I'll
that
go
do?
to I'll go to 5. It returns all lands to the battlefield tapped.
From everyone's graveyard or just
From
yours?
his graveyard.
Just
Oh.
mine, not yours. Sorry.
Man, I wish.
I
That's a
have
lot of
no
lands. I haven't.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm gonna get
Will
lightning
it? Will you have Volca?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
big time.
And enough damage to kill Jeremy.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
you
but
got
will
10?
you? Yeah, sure. It's fine. I'll just risk it. Whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Why
He
wouldn't
might kill me.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well, that's enough to kill Jeremy and someone else.
I'm gonna shoot Jeremy for 30,
Yeah, I could have stopped this, but
and then 4 of them at Steven. First, Jeremy. Jeremy die first.
Yep.
It's all
I
30
could
to
have
you.
Doman's vetoed that. but I
Then
didn't.
you die, and then Steven.
Could have, Steven.
I did. I let it go. It's right here. I let it go.
I thought Jeremy was gonna pull away with that one, but well, John Suarez with the lands.
Yeah, I kind of let him have it. You're welcome, John.
Yeah, foolish, Steven. Foolish.
Well, I mean, we got the
Every-
same number of points, so I don't care.
Did everyone
Did
learn a
we?
lesson?
Oh, I learned a lesson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die first on
Good.
Commander versus.
Yeah.
No matter how
Steven
many
did
points I
everything he
have.
could to make sure you died first. He even
Oh,
yeah.
saved Jeremy from
True.
dying first.
That's true. I saved Jeremy. I got first. I got more points than you. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, everyone got more points. I got 1 point.
I was talking about John, but now I'll be more than 1 point above Justin, so I have to figure out a
Yeah,
way
you're
to
like 5
shrink
points
it back
above
down.
me.
Now I got to figure out a way to shrink it back down, though.
Shrink it back down. Well, people keep killing me. I have died. I've literally died first 5 times this season.
It's not necessarily true.
Didn't kill you.
You're saying you died first technically. Plenty of people have tried to kill other people first.
Yeah.
No, I've died.
Everyone else is
but I've
just being a
died
jerk
first.
and saving a bunch of people.
I was.
I
not,
tried to kill Jeremy first. You wouldn't. Steven wouldn't let me do that.
Yeah, I was
I
not
tried to
being
kill-
malicious about it.
I tried to kill Jeremy first. Steven saves him. So
I needed the life, John.
it's really Steven
points.
who keeps letting you die first.
No, it's
Yep.
not.
It really is
not me.
Steven's fault.
That's really what's happened.
So you should channel all of that anger into making sure that Steven
I don't have any
gets
anger.
knocked out first.
I don't have any anger. I just have disappointment.
As you
Just have
should.
disappointment. Yeah.
As you should.
That's fair.
I'm sure I'm multiple games behind everyone. I'll probably die first next week. How dare I win the first game of the season?
What you get.
I've just continually died after that.
To be fair, it's because you had such little knowledge of the Dungeons and the Dragons.
Yeah, that's really
So,
what it
Yeah,
was.
well, I mean, how was I to know? How was I to know?
That was the prerequisite for this season. Yeah. Sorry.
I thought I'd go back to Modern Horizons like the very first episode. So I played Modern Horizons card and then died anyway.
Mhm. You chose a Modern Horizons 2 card instead of Modern Horizons 1 card. That's the
True.
problem.
Yeah, I must have been.
Yeah.
Well,
This is a Modern Horizons 1 card. It's not from the list.
it's the real deal.
Real
deal.
one.
The real deal. No Planeswalker or symbols. Scenario 1 on it. Okay. Anyway, that's Planeswalkers as Commanders. Hope you enjoyed. I actually, even though these games are a little grindier, I think that they're pretty fun. I thought that game was pretty fun,
Yeah.
especially for Steven. He kept forget. His Planeswalker was so good he didn't activate it.
Just
At
one time,
least
but
once.
just one time. But really, honestly,
Didn't need to. Just
I
prove a
think he
point.
did. Here's the thing. Steven was trying to get his commander to either 6 or die so he could recast it, and
I
it
want you to
never
die
happened.
so I can recast it.
It was-
but
it
Was
was
never
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 going to die.
happened.
Was never going to die.
Yeah, I was gonna keep it attacking it for 1, 2, just little pecks here and there. I knew you had something nasty in
I
your
was
hand.
gonna
Steven.
I was gonna put Esper Sentinel in play to recast it. That was what I wanted to do, but it didn't work
No, I
out.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Nah.
You proved that theory wrong on your last turn when you didn't get it back.
Well, that's because I thought the Cosmine would be better. You got to maximize the mana value I'm getting on Suntime. Come on, 3 over 1. You got to choose 3 every time.
Mm.
That's just science.
Yeah,
That is, yep.
It's just science. How
Proven
can you argue
facts.
with that? Anyway, if you are on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe, binge, and ring the little bell.
Yeah, make sure you ring that bell.
Ding, 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 ding. That's
It's
the noise that
important.
it makes.
I
And
might
if
have
anyone's-
one down here.
And if anyone says different, they don't know what the bell sounds like. Right?
Even
Yeah,
coughing up a
Steven's-
lung. Yeah, he's agreeing,
Yeah.
is what I heard.
Yeah,
I did agree.
agreeing. Thank you. Of course, on Twitter, you use hashtag CMDRVS, hashtag Commander Versus, and you can follow us at JParnell1, at RedneckWins, at A Natural Death, at Jeremy Knoll, at Danny Gambit, hashtag Scoops, and not at DIR Kyle West, or also at DIR Kyle West.
It
He's
can't
still
be
getting
just him.
As long
I-
as
I doubt-
as long as I get them, I think we're fine. Who else
I
is
doubt
really
they
sharing
will
with
want
us?
Kyle.
both of you to get them.
I doubt that Kyle actually checks that account very often. Like the other week when he
Well,
actually
what, I mean, that's
tweeted
not
out.
really a change, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like the other week when he tweeted out, like, "Hey, you should be sending these to at Danny Gambit." I'm pretty sure that was just like the first time he checked that account since he left.
Yeah.
So
Do we have
I
the
think-
access to that account? Can we turn on notifications so that it just pings his phone every time?
that would be great.
Force notifications. They're all push notifications.
Yep.
You can even put on push notifications for suggestions.
Just everything.
Yeah. Anyway, hashtag Scoops for point screens and such. What else do we have? Let's see. Coalesce Apparel and Design, and you can go to coalesceapparel.shop. Use gift code SCG for t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and anything else you find. That's mostly what they have. But one day they're going to have something else. I don't know what. They'll have it.
They'll just randomly have something new.
At some point, and you'll get
Yeah, they're
10%
gonna
off
have,
by using gift code SCG.
They're gonna have coffee mugs like the stickers. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Maybe that's
Life
maybe that's next on the
pads.
docket.
Never know.
Also, Star City Games Premium, $7.99 a month, 15% off of supplies, 10% off of singles, 5% off of sealed product. Innistrad Midnight Hunt's getting ready to come out, or Innistrad Crimson Vow is getting ready to come out, depending on when you listen to this, or whatever set's coming out after that. So the set's getting ready to come out. This
Yep.
is timeless.
Can guarantee within
Yeah.
the next 6
Every
weeks, there's a set
out
coming
of the
out.
year, there's
Yeah.
a set coming out.
Yeah, always a good chance that the set's going to come out. So, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, maybe you're binging this a year and a half in the future. Set's getting ready to come out in 6 weeks. Okay, you got to
Sure.
prepare for that. 5% off that sealed product, 10% off singles. What else do we have? Star City Games Convention, aka SCG Con. We are now back on the road to it. It's coming back October 29th through the 31st in Roanoke, Virginia. I don't know if by the time you watch this, there's more details, but maybe if you're watching it in the future, there are more details. Maybe if you're not watching it in real time.
I can comfortably say that it's probably going to be the 4 best days in gaming again. So the 28th may be on the table.
Oh,
I can comfortably say that.
28th through the 31st.
I'm real uncomfortable that he added a day. I just want to point that out.
I can just add the days, Steven.
he can. He has that power.
I hadn't heard
Why not-
anything
why not
about an
5?
extra day until right now. Why not 6, John?
Why not
Well,
6?
Well, you know
Listen,
what? Why
I
not do
just-
every day of that week, Sunday to Saturday, all 7.
Listen, I just signed the contract. You got to talk to somebody else about getting the extra day. That's not.
You just added a day right now. I thought we just.
I did it,
well,
yeah.
that one, but that one's already there. That one's there.
Oh, okay.
That was
28th
fair.
is happening.
28th through the 31st, Roanoke, Virginia, SCG Con. It's back. We're back on the road. It's
Sure, there will
salted.
be some Commander played. Sure, there will
Whoa,
be.
hold on now.
I'm also willing to
That's
guarantee
news
there'll
to
be some
me.
Commander being played there. Yeah, I'm
Sure,
pretty
there
sure
will
that that's
be
going to happen.
lots of other fun stuff.
I
but
wasn't
Commander
told of
being
any
played.
commander.
Commander being played is really.
I thought
weird.
we agreed we're only bringing brawl decks.
It's just standard
Sorry.
Commander, right?
Sorry.
So it's okay.
forgot to mention that to you.
You know, the new format that I'm excited about is Pioneer Brawl.
Is that real? I don't actually know. I just legitimately have no idea. I don't know if that's real or not. I'm assuming that's not
We're
real.
remarketing it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Anyway, we're on the road to SCG Con, October 28th through the 31st. That's all we have today. I don't know what we're doing next week. Could be anything. I'd probably watch, though.
Yeah, you probably
Give it a
should.
shot. Yeah. Who knows? It could be something that you're looking forward to. Like not dying first.
You're definitely dying first.
I know. Well, I mean, why would I believe any different? So, yeah, no, nothing else. Nothing exciting happening. You know, you probably just shut it off now. So, for
Right.
Stephen Green, for John Suarez, for Jeremy Knoll, for Director Dan, I'm Justin Parnell. We'll probably see you next week.